Hello everybody. So I'm going to show you guys how do you make a front porch, a back porch, and a portico here on SketchUp. So we got our two little houses here, and I'm going to zoom in on the front of this home right there. I'm going to start by grabbing the rectangle tool, and I just put a rectangle right here on the front of the home, like so. And then our next step will be to simply just push that wall in. And now I've created kind of a front porch vibe. There's lots of things you can do. This is just kind of a basic idea. You can change it, the sizes, by kind of just pushing and pulling different things. Now, to get some posts, posts are pretty easy to make. Just go in here on the floor and take your rectangle tool and just simply place a rectangle on the ground, like so. And then we pull it up towards the ceiling. Very simple, easy way to make a post for your front porch. Now, to make a little bit more intricate of a post, so to say, I'll show you another method where you can take your rectangle tool again, and we're actually going to make two rectangles this time. So I'm going to put down my first one, then I'm going to grab the offset tool and put down my next one, just like this. Now from here, I'm going to now pull up this middle post all the way to the ceiling, like I did the first time. But then the next one, I'm going to pull up just a little bit, and now we have that kind of idea of a larger post attached to a more thinner post. And again, you can always push and pull to kind of change your sizes. Now, to decorate these posts, a very easy method to do is using the offset tool on the faces, and just offset these just a little bit like I am here, and then pushing them slightly in like this. And as you can see, it just kind of gives a little bit idea or appeal that it has some trim placed around it. And you can do it on the bigger posts as well. You can also decorate them with rocks. There's all sorts of things you can do with SketchUp. It's a great program. Very easy to do these things. So I'm just going to push that in, and now I have some design. Another thing we can do is doing rails. Rails on the front porch are very simple. Just go to the side of one of your posts and using the rectangle tool, make a rectangle on the side of the post, then use your push-pull tool to bring that post across like that. Then many other methods too here, but one of them is you can go underneath that post and then put your small rectangles down like I am here. I need to zoom in just a little bit to get the shapes and sizes that you want. And of course you can copy and paste different rectangles too. I'm just kind of doing this a little quick for the sake of the video. And you just go about putting your rectangles on there and then pulling them down to the floor. And you can create a railing appeal. And then, of course, you can add your front door, a window. There's all sorts of things you can do here. But those are just some very basic ideas of how to do a front porch using SketchUp. Now, we'll head to the back to do a back porch. Okay, now here I am on the back of the house. I'm going to make a back porch, a little bit different. We use the line tool here, and we actually just kind of eyeball where we want to put it, and we draw a line going across like this. Now, from this line, I find the midpoint, and I follow it directly up, and then I connect the top to the sides to make a symmetrical triangle like this. I'm going to erase this middle line, and then I can pull that out. Just like this, I have a little overhang for my back patio. Now, to do the post here, I'm actually going to go from the ceiling and pull it down. So I'm going to take my rectangle tool here, just like this. I'm going to put a rectangle here and a rectangle there. And of course, you could also use circles to do pillars and things like that. There's all sorts of ways. Pull it down, and then we can start decorating. For example, we can take our rectangle and add a sliding glass door and all these different things. Actually, one of the things I enjoy doing is actually using the rectangle tool on the wall like this. Let me try again here. And then pulling it out to make a deck like I am here. And of course, I got to kind of tweak it a little bit, bring this in, bring it over here, and just kind of make it match and make it all fit. And now I have a deck going on like this, where I can put my door and a staircase and stuff. Pretty another simple way to do a back porch. And then of course we can start decorating the pillars, making things look good. I always like to use the offset tool on the gables and just kind of pushing and pulling things in and out, just making it look good, putting trim around the doors and stuff like that. Now, one more thing I want to show you guys how to make. It's called a portico. So now here I am back to the front of a house, and I'm going to make a portico. And I just kind of quickly put a door on here so we can kind of see how to do this process. But once you have your door placed, very similar to the back porch, you just kind of draw a line across the top of the front door. Again, I haven't really shown a whole lot of precision tools, just kind of a basic understanding of how to do it. And we take it up and attach it to the sides, making our symmetrical triangle again. Erase this middle and pull it out. Change the size, do all sorts of things. I like to pull it down a little bit, get a little trim, and then we can go about making our pillars. In this case, I'm going to use the circle tool just to kind of show you another way of doing some columns and pillars here. So I'm going to put 2 circles. I'm going to pull them down out of the ceiling. And a portico is just a very simple little covering right outside of your doorway to kind of keep you out of the weather. So that's a very basic way of doing a portico here for our class and stuff. And then you start again adding in little intricacies just to add some depth and contrast to your project. Anyways, that's how you make a front porch, a back porch, and a portico. Thank you.